Live from the Conquer, it's Composting, the world's most seditious podcast. I'm your host, as always, Rosa, joined by my person of interest co-host, Joku.
I guess I'm interesting? I didn't know this. When did this happen? I guess I'm interesting.
You've always been interesting.
Sugoi. Konnichiwa. What's up? It's me, Joku. I guess interesting. What's up?
You're a person of interest, which is an interesting non-binary individual. Because we don't do gender here.
Yeah?
Yeah, this podcast is anti-woke. What's up, Darman fam?
Darman fam, jam, blah, 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 blah.
We have a big announcement.
We beat the allegations.
We beat the
allegations, and we are now officially better than the Nostalgic Critic podcast.
Yeah, we topped the Nostalgia Critic podcast on the charts. Guess who's one slot above us on the Apple film review charts for the US? Fucking NPR. We're gonna get NPR. Fuck liberal wokeness. NPR, I'm gunning for your ass, dude. Your ass is gonna get cummed on, composted on. Wiki walk, wiki walk. Play an awesome DJ sound effect. Play a dolphin sound effect.
Oh, dude.
What?
My nose, my nose has been really fucking runny. Or like, today it's runny. It's nice. I don't feel fucking. Dude, I woke
doing
up.
The whole thing.
Yeah. Dude, recently my fucking allergies have been fucked. Like I'll wake up from like a nap, and my nose will feel like I'm submerged in water. Today I woke up, ready to run. I literally just
ready to run 20 minutes after our recording block.
Yeah.
Mind you.
To be fair though, I have some leeway.
I think that we've about been equally. No, wait, actually, now that I think about it, you've been way more problematic. Since the end of the mental bender, we have been about equally late. So neither of us can complain.
Really? I don't think so.
You've been late twice. I've been late like 3 times.
Yeah, you also were watching an episode right while we were supposed to record, and also just didn't watch an episode for like a whole week.
Oh, movie.
Or watch a movie, yeah. So I don't know. I feel like those being late for a whole week, kind of. That's
wait, let me look. How many episodes did you miss, buddy?
I think I missed 3, but I was not mentally well. So.
Yeah, and look at me, buddy. I'm fucking crazy. Okay, pal?
Yeah.
I'm insane.
Yeah.
I got screw loose.
That's my name, Screw Loose.
Yeah, that's the name of my my new my new rap rock group. Unfortunately, what the fuck was it called? The snake band that I made? Boomslang? Yeah, Boomslang broke up. I'm in a new rap rock group. It's called Screw Loose. Check out our new EP on Bandcamp. It's called I Have a Screw Shoved Up My Asshole. We just used Pantera's Far Beyond Driven original album art. Do you know about that?
I'd play Terraria. That's the only knowledge I have about Plantera. And that you like one of the members, and you have a poster, and they're problematic.
Yeah.
All my knowledge.
I want to remove the poster because I don't like looking at Phil Anselmo's bald head.
I like how I know more about the Terraria boss than the actual brand.
Yeah, but for context, I can't show it on screen. You can look it up, but the original Far Beyond Driven, a Pantera album art was a woman with a like a giant metal corkscrew shoved up her asshole. And it was just from the back. It's just an ass. It says Pantera, has an ass with a giant corkscrew up it. This is Far Beyond Driven on the bottom. I have the album right there.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm not gonna show you. It's. I don't like looking at it.
I'm not gonna show you, but I have it.
It's illegal. It's illegal to own.
It's illegal. Anyway.
It's illegal to own. It's not painting. It's a real photograph. That's why I want to remove the Phil Anselmo poster, because that guy's fucked up for making that album art.
Anyway, we watched some movies.
Just a couple. We're known to do this.
Yeah. So I guess let's just jump on in.
I mean,
which one do you want to start with?
It's a Friday night, a Friday afternoon, I mean, it's basically a Saturday night. So we might as well start off with, from the director of Juno and the producer of Whiplash. Really random.
Did you say Junaho?
Juno.
I thought I heard Junaho.
I Junaho, if you know what I mean.
Also, he was an executive producer for Whiplash.
Fucking tall minion ass motherfucker. Don't interrupt my flow ever again, Whitey.
Get the information right.
Dude, this is Top of the Dome. Okay, pal?
It's Top of the Dome? You had notes right there?
Which doesn't include that information.
Okay.
We're talking about Saturday night. The story of the first episode of Saturday Night Live, starting an hour and a half before it goes live, up until its 11:30 start time.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
What do you think of this movie?
I thought it was mediocre as hell.
Yeah, it was fine. It was whatever.
It was okay. Okay, so the big thing that fucking bugged me is the entire plot relies on the idea that Saturday Night Live was something that had never been done before, like this insane radical idea. It being live was the only thing unique about it. It's just a variety show. It's a variety show. And they act like the NBC acts like they've never heard of a variety show before. And the producer of Saturday Night Live, the main character, who's he played by?
Remember off the Top of the Dome. Gabriel Labella.
Yeah, he acts like it's like this insane radical new idea that's never been done before. It's just a live variety show, which variety shows were pretty much all of television in the 50s and 60s on primetime. So it wasn't anything that new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the biggest problem for me, or one of the things that like took me out of it, I'm not gonna say like fully, but like the whole time thing, like we're supposed to believe like all of what happens is 90 minutes, but then like it all falls apart in the last 30 minutes because with 25 minutes to screening, he leaves the building, goes to Rockefeller Plaza, does some ice skating shit for like some dumb shit, then goes to a bar, talks to a guy, talks to a fucking roast turkey. I'll get into that in a minute. And then gets back to the building, goes up all the way back to the floor, and still has 10 minutes to spare.
And I live in New York. I've been in the city a lot. That does not make sense. You're not... Unless this guy is like Usain... He's like the Jewish Usain fucking Bolt.
Yeah.
And we know Jewish people, we are. We know that we're not athletic. We're not good at that. We're good at writing jokes, high interest loans, and lawyering, not running. So it doesn't make any sense that he's able to run all across Manhattan in like this insane time frame.
Yeah, in
and
15 minutes. And to do both of those, like, it's just like, you're like, what the fuck? This doesn't make sense.
It is like... the La Haine clock, by the way. Except unlike in La Haine, it's just like really dumb and unbelievable.
And not funny.
And not...
Did you find this movie funny?
It wasn't funny.
Yeah, so then it's not funny.
Yeah. Oh, I thought that you were saying that the timer in La Haine was funny. I'm
No,
like, what the
I'm
hell?
saying the movie is not funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just kind of falls apart at the end. Like, it's somewhat believable.
Yeah, I will say I like J.K. Simmons in this movie.
Dude, favorite actors: J.K., Willem Dafoe, Rachel Sennett. That's just because I like all of those actors.
Yeah, J.K. Simmons whips out his 11-inch cock in this movie.
Yeah, that was my favorite part.
That was my favorite part.
And that was the only part where my audience reacted.
Nobody in my entire audience reacted this entire movie except for me when J.K. Simmons whipped his dick out.
Dude, that's my theater experience. There were like fucking 20, 25 people in my theater. The only people who were reacting were the old people behind me. And that's like basically all, like, the movie caters to both audiences. They make a bunch of fucking references to the 70s. And like, they try to do like edgy humor. Like, with all, like a lot of fucking swearing and stupid shit like that.
It felt very like, Deadpool core.
Yeah, but like, it doesn't work. Like, maybe if you're 70, like if you were in the 70s, you would get a kick out of it. Because you're like, I remember that. Because that's all this movie does.
Dude, my least favorite bit by far was the Jim Henson shit, where there's this entire subplot about Jim Henson treating his Muppets like they're living creatures, and the SNL cast are being disrespectful, which it's just like...
Dude, I love Nicholas Braun. I think that's how you say his name. I love him. Succession. Greg. Here. I don't know what he had to work with Jim Henson, but the dialogue is like the worst fucking thing ever. Every time he comes on screen, every line is like eye-rollingly fucking stupid and edgy core. It's like, they hung my big bird from a noose. You ever have your hand shoved up in a Muppet?
Yeah.
It like every time, it's all fucking edgy, boring humor.
I forget the name of the character. It's this ensemble cast with a bunch of like forgettable characters in it, but there's one character in this movie that got the mustache and the glasses who does the male stripper bit.
What the fuck is his name? Dude, there's so many fucking people. Like,
his entire bit is like, I'm gonna say the most crass shit possible, and I'm gonna stick it to the freaking censors. And it's not that the way this film treats censors. Like, do you really think that you're running scripts by a censor who is a single evangelical Christian lady an hour before you go live? No,
yeah.
That's not how it works at all. It's not even funny, like, to where I could let them get away with it. That's my other least favorite bit, the censor lady.
Yeah.
She'll like turn to someone, she'll be like, "What's a golden shower?" And they'll give a witty response like, "It's when the yoga people let the sun shower on their skin."
All right, I'm gonna say another thing that I did not like is this movie is fucking cheesy and corny as hell. Every fucking, like, on the last 10 minutes, like, every fucking subplot gets like wrapped up in a bow, and it's like so and like a bow of cheese. It's like, oh no, the bricklayer guy, look, everyone's helping him now. He's been laying bricks for an hour and 30 minutes. Look at him. Everyone's coming together. We're putting this set together. We need a camera. Oh, luckily there's a Polaroid. He's been talking about the Polaroid the whole movie. It's finally paid off.
Yo, that's so retro. Guys, remember Polaroid? This is freaking retro. Drop a comment if you remember Polaroid.
Oh my god. This guy has been asking for a gun the entire movie. He got the Smith & Wesson prop.
One time in a cutaway gag For 30 seconds, he asked for it.
I think they probably did it twice.
I don't know. This shit was not funny.
Yeah.
What do we like?
We liked
Set
some of the,
design.
yeah, the set design I kind of did like. We talked about the actors that we liked. Like J.K. Simmons, like, I think he was probably my favorite.
Yeah. He got the schmooze on him.
Yeah.
And as a schmoozer, I feel the schmooze radiating off of J.K. Simmons. Schmoozer to schmoozer, I respect his schmoozology.
Yeah.
Willem Dafoe's great. He plays like the big wig at NBC.
I'm convinced Willem Dafoe can do no wrong.
Like, he's great in everything. I wish every movie had Willem Dafoe in it. Like,
Dude.
Imagine how good Fast and Furious would be if it starred Willem Dafoe.
Yeah. I love Rachel Sonat. I don't think she had, like, great material to work with, but I just love her as an actor.
Yeah.
The only thing that, like, I didn't like, and this was just probably, like, screenwriting and dialogue, was the whole fucking forced backstory that she, like, had to deliver. Where it was, like, explaining their marriage. It's the only character who got a background.
It's like, we got it.
What?
It's like, we understood that they were in a complicated relationship from dialogue earlier in the movie. It didn't need to be explained.
Yeah, explained why it's complicated.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like no other character got background information except them.
I like Garrett in this movie. It did make me think a bit about tokenism in the comedy world. I found it somewhat relatable. Like existing as a token when you want to do something better than that. I think that was somewhat neat, but not done well.
Yeah. Can I read my favorite note that I took?
Sure.
The teacher from the Comma Lictor is a really tan stand-up comedian, and it looks like he has been roasting in a stove.
There's a teacher from Der Cum Lickitor in this movie.
Do you not remember the teacher that was wrestling Vin Diesel?
Oh yeah,
He's in the movie. The vice principal. Yeah, he was in this movie. He was the stand-up comedian who was like given the fucking
bombing.
No, he wasn't bombing. He was the one that was like giving the writer like nothing.
Oh.
Yeah, and then like in the bar.
Yeah.
And like the last act.
I didn't recognize him. That shit was stupid. The fact that they like. Oh, another continuity thing that makes no sense about the whole like him running all across Manhattan in a matter of minutes bit is he breaks into NBC with a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
That didn't happen.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Also, the idea of dress rehearsals being done an hour before the show, that's not how it works.
Yeah. Like there's not we explained our grievances, but like overall
Also the weed scene.
Oh yeah, the drug scene. Yeah, that's what weed does.
Yeah, weed. They did. You know the part in like Lunch Club where they smoke weed and they're like jumping around and all excited. It's like the opposite of that. He does one puff of weed, and then he goes slow mode. Some random character we don't care about. He goes slow mode.
And then he thinks that he's ripping his face off. His face is melting off, which is a common thing that you hear with people who do weed and not psychedelics at all.
Yeah. I was like, did this guy do Benadryl? Like, weed just releases serotonin, essentially. You don't hallucinate.
Yeah.
What the,
Yeah.
Um.
Most of the things in this movie are like fine. Like it's nothing really outstanding to point out, you know? Like,
The
we're gonna compliment a movie on being, like, average? Like,
Yeah, well, I will say set design was good. And it does at times make you feel like you're in this hectic
yeah.
environment, which did keep it flowing through a lot of it for me. Like it didn't really drag that much.
Yeah.
Um, the worst scene was the ice skating scene
Yeah.
where they're playing Claire de Lune and a character just like essentially turns
John
to the
Belushi.
camera. Not John Belushi's a be. I like John Belushi in this movie a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know why
Um,
the girl is there. I don't remember what the girl
yeah,
was
I
named.
don't.
But, like,
the
why is she there?
The girl there delivers like the weirdest lines in the movie, where she's like, Do you ever have nostalgia for a moment that you're already in?" Just like this weird
And then,
ass Sam L shit where Claire de
yeah.
Lune is playing 20 minutes before they're on air. Like, what
Yeah.
are you doing? Like you're like a 10-minute walk away. Well, 15 minutes I would estimate to get from Rockefeller Center to the soundstage that they're at.
You also
In
have
my
to
own experience,
you
like,
have to take into account that they're in a building. You have to wait for the elevator and go down, and then
and there's
wait.
security.
Yeah, and wait and come back up.
Yeah, that's like you
That's
don't.
15 minutes in itself.
Yeah, like these places. It makes no sense. The movie just makes no sense. It's
That it
not.
just
It's
completely
not
goes off the
funny or
rails.
entertaining enough to get away with making no sense.
Yeah.
You have any more thoughts on the movie?
I think good.
Um, and it ends with this stupid like "come
Oh yeah.
together"
Yeah, yeah. And
type
then
moment.
the last like fucking 10 minutes before screening is all cheese.
Yeah. Um, want to score it?
Yeah. You want to go first, or do you want me to?
I'm thinking a 8 out of 15.
I gave it a 7.5.
That puts it at a
15.5.
tying it with Civil War, Deadpool 3, and Deadpool 2. I think it's worse than Civil War. No, I think Civil War. I think it's better than the Deadpool's, worse than Civil War.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right.
We talked
Next.
about a really stinky movie, The Front Room. This is
PU.
this is a I guess a horror movie
I
about
think.
someone's mom moving back in with them as someone that's the mom is about to give birth.
What?
Okay, sorry. Somebody's mom moves back into them, and the wife of the mom is gonna give birth. The wife of the person's mom is gonna.
So, a guy's mom moves in with him while his wife is pregnant, about to give birth.
Thank you.
And the
I
mom
couldn't.
thinks
I
that she's.
couldn't. I couldn't say that correctly for some reason.
It's fine. I pay you to.
Make you look smarter.
Yeah. I've been intentionally poisoning your room with paint fumes. I've been putting in cans of Sherman-Williams leaded paint into your closet. But this movie is a poop-themed elevated horror movie from A24.
Elevated horror.
Because what was elevating is my little worm whenever I saw the old lady shit herself, which makes up like
50%.
50% of the movie. Okay, so we went in thinking it would be like a funny, like
When we watched the trailer,
and we thought it would just be like funny making fun of Christian bad movie.
yeah.
But Most of the scariness isn't about the lady thinking she's possessed by the Holy Ghost, but by her being incontinent and weaponizing shitting her pants. And, like, covering herself with shit.
And piss.
To make the wife mad?
I don't know.
I don't...
Dude, this is the least notes I've ever taken for a movie.
I took like, no notes. What am I gonna write?
Yeah, that's literally like one of the sentences I just wrote was like, there's nothing even to fucking say.
It's a horror movie about an old lady. It's like, Belinda.
Belinda.
It's like a bad SNL sketch that goes on for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
She's like, Belinda, I made her M-E-double-S. And then they have to, like, carry her around while she's covered in shit. And there's, like, poop all over the chair up her back.
Like...
she poops in the tub.
Yeah.
She's like, pushed over by Belinda. And then she bends over, ass in front of the camera. And there's a giant wet fart sound effect as shit drips down her leg.
No shit drips down her leg. What are you talking about?
It's implied. It's implied shit dripping
implied.
down
What
her
the
leg.
fuck are you talking about? That never happens. There's no leg.
You're not shown the leg, except it's like a...
You want it. You think it. You want it to happen.
I think it. With all those sound effects going on, there has to be some drippage. Surely.
Anyway, we both probably know our favorite...
her bald head in one scene. So it's like, how did it get there?
Okay.
If the poop managed to crawl up her back on the top of her head, surely it dripped down her leg. Now, what were you saying?
She didn't have poop on her head. What are you talking about?
When she's in the bath, she has, like, smeared shit all over herself.
That's because she takes it and smears it on herself.
Then she did have poop on her head.
She could have. I think she just had a wig on. Put up the frame. We have the frame.
Yeah, and she has poop on her head.
There was a picture.
Why are we getting a stun lock over the poop in the head? Okay, she might have or might not have had poop on her head. What were you saying?
I'm sad. I clicked on the Madagascar image. The Gloria, what are you doing here?
Oh.
And now my day is ruined. Doesn't have poop on her head.
She doesn't have poop on her head?
Yeah.
She has poop all over herself. My bad. I thought there was poop on the head.
No, she doesn't even have poop all over herself. That's just her skin color.
Okay, I thought the little splotch on the top of her head was poop. Also, it's not... Okay, to be clear, when Joku says it's her skin color, is a Greek woman. Joku is not being racist.
No, I'm just saying that's just her normal skin color that you think is poop smear.
Okay, now you're trying to make me racist.
No, that's what you fucking were doing!
I misremembered. There's so much poop in this movie.
It's hard to where it all goes.
Every time either one of us says poop, play a fart sound effect.
Count how many times we say poop in this
Pull up
episode.
a poop counter in the top corner. And do a fart sound effect and a little Cinema Sings ding.
Anyway, we probably both have the same favorite part. It's the part where she bends over and shits in front of the camera.
Yeah.
That scene was awesome.
Because you paused it and we were like cackling at the
fact,
at just the Schadenfreude of a old woman being pushed over. That tipped us over the edge to where we needed to pause it, and then you said, "Watch her like do downward dog and shit into the camera."
Yeah.
And guess what happened?
She fucking
does downward dog.
Yeah.
Shits into the camera.
It's
that
just
shit
like,
was elevated.
It's all like bad. There's not like the best I could say is this is a good laugh.
This is awesome to watch with a friend.
Yeah.
Cause like none of the plot matters is the other funny bit. Like the baby, which you would think would be a big part of the plot of the movie, not really important to it.
Yeah.
It's literally just a horror movie about an incontinent old lady.
Yeah. It's like The Visit. Old people scary. That's about it.
Yeah.
Old people weird and scary.
And there's like they try and be like woke as hell with it, which makes it. They try and like force in commentary about how old people are racist.
Yeah.
Into this movie, and it doesn't work, except it does make it 20 times funnier. Where there's a scene where she's like, "Why you have a Daughters of the Confederacy certificate?" She's like, "That's heritage, Melinda. Not hate. Ooh, I just shat myself again. Ooh, I made stinky. Ooh."
I hate Catherine Hunter's performance in this.
I hate everybody in this.
Like, oh my god. Like, I liked her in Poor Things. I thought she was fine in Megalopolis. Like, I didn't really care about her at all.
Yeah.
She was the wife to the
I
mayor. Which
I was like a jump scare. I was like, oh no, she's gonna shit herself again, isn't she?
No! Don't poopy yourself!
Hey,
That's
Megalopolis, look at my Megaducalis.
That was really good.
It's Megaducalicious, boy.
Delicious.
Put a picture of Dookie from Johnny Test on screen.
And then put like 1,000 whip sound effects all at once.
Every time we say poop, instead of CinemaSins ding, play a whip sound effect from Johnny Test. It's such a mess.
It's just a throwaway, honestly.
I love A24 so much when they make shitty horror movies, because the way they make the horror elevated is by using wide-angle lenses and close-ups, so doors are round, and the more round the door is, the more elevated the horror is.
I don't know if that's A24 specifically. That could be just the director.
But this shit was shot like a Beastie Boys music video with the fisheye lens, except instead of the Beastie Boys, it's the
Shitseed. The
pooping ladies.
This is definitely gonna be. I don't know if you know this, but like, when A24 movies kind of bomb, they kind of just go to the dark realm and are just forgotten about.
Yeah.
Like they purposely like kind of hide them.
Like tried to hide this movie on release. It got like one trailer, and they were like,
there was there was only one theater near me that actually played it, and I kind of wanted to see it. There was it just like Jesus. But like there's an Eric Andre special that they like produced, and then they kind of like hid that. It's like fine. It's not great.
Yeah.
But like this is probably going to the same dark realm. So
the most impressive thing is that they removed all of the poop from the trailer.
Yeah, and honestly, you could just watch the movie that way because that's the only scenes that were left.
Yeah, every scene not in the trailer
has
was
poopy.
It ends with the lady killing the grandma, by the way.
Yeah. Wow. Shocking. Wow.
Whoa. And they moved to a new house because she stank up the old one.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like this is like Cyber Seduction, where it's a horrible film, but we liked it.
But like, I think Cyber Seduction is a better movie. Actually, I think I could get more enjoyment out of this. Like, Cyber Seduction is just kind of stupid, and like everyone's like actions are really stupid.
Yeah.
Like the kid not watching porn and not locking his door.
Yeah.
That's like.
Well, I do that for the thrill.
Yeah, but like, shell-shocked brother. That's like the only thing I can say that like I found funny.
I would say watch it.
Yeah. I definitely think to take a drink every time she poopies, you'll be dead by 30 minutes.
Pu.
Yeah.
What would you give it? 15.
3 out of 15.
I'm giving it a 3.5 out of 15. Making this in between the interview and Impractical Jokers, the movie.
Yeah. Put it where you want to put it.
No, it's in between them.
Oh.
Interview 7, Impractical Jokers is a 6.
All right.
All right.
And then we got one more movie to talk about. This is the movie that I recommended last time. So I recommended the Steven Spielberg's directorial debut, Duel. Came out in 1971.
Mm-hmm.
What did we think?
So imagine ice road truckers.
That's not what you think. That's just like a synopsis.
It was good.
Yeah. What did you like it?
Good movie. So imagine ice road truckers.
No, shut up. That's not a fucking that's not your thoughts.
We have to contextualize before we
Okay, fine. This is a movie about a truck trying to kill a man.
So imagine ice road truckers. Remove the ice, just the road. Now you have a trucker. Truckers try to kill a guy. That's the movie.
Wow. Anyway, you want to talk about what you liked about this movie?
I really like this movie. The camera work was incredibly fucking...
Yeah.
Crazy. You don't see any cameras attached to the cars in the movie, but they have so many shots all around the big rig and the car. The way it's shot so incredibly well, where the face of the man driving the big rig trying to hunt down our main character in his car, his face is never shown, only like one arm on a steering wheel.
Well, he has his arm or his boots. That's about it. Like, so you can there are scenes where you can kind of see an outline of his face in the beginning, but it never directly shows it to you.
Yeah.
Which I really liked.
It's a commentary on ego and masculinity in the age of alienation. What I mean by that is there's important characterization established with our lead character where he calls his wife after first getting scared by Jonathan.
Well, there was also the broadcast.
Yes.
You're forgetting the broadcast, where it kind of paints the picture of this man's life.
He calls his wife. His wife makes reference to an argument they had the night prior about him not standing up to his wife or for his wife while she was being sexually harassed. And in this movie, it demonstrates how with the anonymity of driving, violence is reduced to an abstraction. What I mean by that is my favorite scene in the movie. He goes to a bar on the side of the road and he meets the guy driving the truck, and the guy's like, "What are you talking about?"
That wasn't the guy driving the truck, though. It was another truck. Oh, could have seen that one coming. I loved all the internal dialogue and those scenes in the bar scenes specifically.
I thought that the internal dialogue was corny and unnecessary.
I liked it. I just... It was fine. It kind of gave you a perspective of what he was thinking. And,
I feel like you could tell what he was thinking, though.
Well, maybe. Probably. I don't know. It's a movie that doesn't have, a lot of dialogue. Yeah. Besides, going to places. The only time he has dialogue is when he's talking to the school bus driver or the reptile woman or the bar.
Fuck you, by the way, for recommending this movie. There's a spider jump scare in it.
We'll get into that. We're still talking about the bar scene, bro.
Okay.
I loved how he slapped the sandwich out of his hand.
Yeah.
It was pretty awesome. It was awesome, bro.
It was freaking sweet.
He didn't even eat his sandwich. He just kind of
Also,
left.
what the fuck? He ordered Swiss on rye. He had the most tall minion ass comment. He's like, SWISS on rye. RYE.
Yeah.
What the hell? What kind of sick motherfucker eats Swiss cheese on dry rye bread?
I hated the school bus scene.
Yeah.
I hated the children acting. It was just kind of dumb. Felt forced.
I don't know what was meant to demonstrate. It was confusing.
Kids in peril.
Also, because the big rig helps push a stuck school bus out after the guy failed to.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a commentary on something to do with masculinity. I don't know. It felt unnecessary and strange.
Little dick can't fuck women. Big dick can fuck women.
Okay, and by freeing the children represented like childbirth,
Yeah.
and the truck represented the size of his penis.
Yeah, this is how emotional we're getting today.
Wow, dude, I didn't know that you were like Freud with pronouns as septum piercing.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind
Yeah.
of freaking smart for that one.
Anyway, we're moving on to my favorite scene, the reptile woman. Um, I'm sorry, Rosa. There was a spider jump scare.
Okay,
Rosa
yes.
is a hater, like a true
Oh
hater of
yeah, I'm a
spiders.
hater. I'm a hater. Yeah.
I'm saying like you hate spiders.
I don't hate them. I'm just scared of them.
Okay, fine. Rosa is
I don't advocate for
severely.
animal cruelty.
I'm not
I don't
saying.
I don't kill spiders. I let them out. I'm afraid of them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have a severely scaredy cat here.
God.
And I didn't intentionally know there was a spider jump scare. This has just been a movie that I've been wanting to suggest for a while. And I didn't know there was a spider jump scare.
It's fine. I just have to deal with that, but
Yeah, I like
it
the
is what it is.
rattlesnake.
Yeah.
I liked how this woman in like California back streets, back roads, has like a fucking just a shit ton of fucking display cases with reptiles in them.
For context, he goes to a little gas station on the side of the road, and a lady has a telephone booth, a bunch of snakes in glass cases on the side of the road, and the truck rams into them,
Yeah.
letting them all free,
The best thing
trying to
about
kill the
her
guy.
is the name, which is Snakerama.
Snakerama?
Yeah.
One word, Snakerama?
Yeah.
Wow. That feels like a slur from ages long ago.
Oh yeah. Would you believe that this is originally a TV only movie? It was like originally like sorry, I had to
God
sneeze.
bless your sweet little
It
soul.
was originally, I believe, like around an hour and 11 minutes.
Huh.
Um, but then it got a theatrical release,
What'd they add in?
the intro scene.
Oh.
But yeah,
Clever. Um, yeah, I'm surprised there's not a lot of fat to get trimmed off these here
yeah.
muscles and gristle.
I thought that the tanker would explode at the very end.
I did think that too.
Yeah, because like the tanker says flammable, and it's like shown to you the entire movie, and you're like,
I was like,
oh, that thing's gonna explode because it says flammable. No,
Chekhov's gun wasn't invented yet, pal.
it fell down off a fucking cliff and
I
crashed into
know.
a car on
And
fire.
every single time it like fell, I was like, okay, this is the time it's gonna explode.
It's gonna explode now. I
Because
was literally.
he lures the truck off of a cliff and then
Yeah.
That
Like
was
I thought it
was
was.
that not in the budget?
I mean, I'm fine with it not exploding.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
It was a twist ending technically. um yeah, the camera work was impressive.
The score is kind of just insane.
Oh, I loved the score.
It was like when you have like prior context to Spielberg, like 70s, 80s Spielberg, and there's no fucking John Williams, and you have like this weird score.
It's like John Zorn type shit.
Yeah.
Put up a John Zorn album on screen.
But I still really liked it.
Yeah, it was really good. It was.
I like the lack of music and like the long driving scenes.
Yeah. I will say. A lot. I will say, although the camera work was generally good, there are some chase scenes that go on a little bit too long, where you don't really feel much speed
Yeah.
because they're going with very like open shots, very wide shots that make the car look slow and make it feel like we're going 40 miles an hour. Also, they keep reusing the same shot of a speedometer going from 50 to 70.
Yeah.
And that was really funny because 70 was the speed limit in 1971
Yeah.
on federal roads. It was changed to 55 in 1973 in response to the fuel crisis. So,
No, that's freaking smart.
oh yeah, I know a lot about the 1973 fuel crisis, pal. And car regulations. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what's
Mhm.
up.
Yeah.
Rosa the intellectual here.
Yeah, Rosa the intellectual. Hear about school your ass about the 1973 fuel crisis, and of course the fucking 1975 Energy Policy and Conservation Act.
In the 90 minutes leading up to the first episode of SNL, 1975, October 11th.
Whoa. It all comes full circle, pal. Any more
Sorry, I hit the
thoughts?
microphone.
Any more thoughts in this movie? It's kind of simple. It's a simple film, but it's well done. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I liked it.
Um,
It's a good debut.
yeah, it's the best movie I've seen about a car trying to kill somebody.
Checkmate. Mad Max Fury Road.
It's not a movie. Okay, about
The car is
the
many
car
car.
is the character. I mean,
Oh, cars.
well, Cars 2. Well, Chick Hicks is essentially a killer. You don't fuck with Chick Hicks.
Anyway, I give this a 10.5.
I give this an 11.5. Putting this
And a 22.
22. Tying it with House. I think House is better.
Sure.
Okay. Last week we asked you on the recurring segment Come Line what movie we should review next and why. And we got a caller.
Just the one?
We got one caller.
Oh, wow.
We got a call in from Mockingbird.
Oh, I think we're gonna get something, maybe.
We're gonna get something annoying.
No, I hope it's something. What the fuck do you mean by that? We're gonna get something annoying?
That was mean. That was unnecessary.
I was gonna say, I hope we're probably gonna get an actual message that isn't just breathing.
Oh yeah. It will. It hopefully won't be like uncomfortable.
I think Mockingbird will pull through.
Yeah, he'll pull through. 3, 2, 1.
I don't know if the
God damn it.
This is in time for the episode for suggestions about the
It is
movies you guys should watch, but I think it would be cool / funny if you guys watched a Michael Bay movie of your choice, rated it, and also, as a bonus, counted how many explosions there were.
Okay.
Forgive my little impediment there.
That was a good one. It was fun. You know, I appreciate it, Mockingbird.
I
Roast is
appreciate it, man.
making it a whole thing.
I appreciate it. Thanks for
They're like
playing.
they're like flying in the chair. They're like raging, but Mockingbird, it's a good suggestion. And you did make it on time, buddy.
You did make it on time.
You got the sauce.
I think I have a more abstract question. I have a not necessarily movie related question. What is your most embarrassing date story?
Are you gonna say anything?
It, in the call-ins, in the next call-in segment, I might give one.
Okay. Are you gonna
Alright.
specifically call in for it?
No?
Okay.
Why-
That's what you made
Oh,
it sound like you were gonna do.
wait. I just do like an accent. I pretend to be someone else.
Oh yeah.
You know, I am Rosa Stratovozinski. Yeah, thanks for listening to Cumline. Shifting
Anyway,
gears
back to the questions.
to the Q&A segment. Welcome to Ask Composting.
I already got
Um,
it.
You have what you want to take turns going down the list in sequential order.
I can just ask the questions.
Okay.
All right, this one is by Rosa Hater 69.
Yeah.
Are you sure Alien Romulus is that bad? Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
You
we've
did a
gone
call-in.
over this like 15 times, but yes.
You did a call-in before where you're like, why is Alien Romulus so low? It's because it's ass and you have bad taste in movies. Next question.
All right, next question is just Natty. Are you more racist or sexist?
Way more race. Well, is misandry sexism?
I don't know.
Do you know what misandry is?
No.
Hating men.
Oh, well.
Sexism.
Yeah, sexism.
Yeah, I guess I'm more sexist.
Alright, next question is by... I've named them in the Discord. Old Major. What's your favorite color and why? And additionally, what's your favorite movie of all time? It doesn't have to be one you reviewed.
1, I don't see color. 2, come and see.
Probably like lime or like black
Or
or
lemon.
purple. Lime, purple, light green,
Red, blue,
purple, black. Those
orange.
are like my 3 colors.
If going down the list, I like red, orange, yellow, green, indigo, blue, and purple. I like all of them.
And my favorite movie is End of Evangelion. Next question asked by, again, another one I named, Napoleon. Would you rather have bacon, unlimited bacon, but no games, or games, unlimited bacon, and no games? I felt like this one was already asked.
It's just a chuckle sandwich bit. I don't care to.
I don't.
Come up with your own fucking jokes. Stop stealing jokes from Jay Schlatt, man.
And then the final one again by Rose the Hater 69. Is Jojo peak? In parentheses, yes.
No.
I like Jojo a lot. Do I think it's peak? No. I think maybe there's some parts that are like there are some parts that are peak. Part 7 is probably one of those parts.
You missed 2. I'll ask them.
Oh, which ones?
What was your involvement in the Typhlosion incident from Severny? What the fuck? I know it's a Pokemon, but what the hell does that mean?
Oh, Typhlosion, is getting canceled right now.
Why?
I believe like it's just a meme.
What's the origin of it?
Twitter.
Okay, I was being I thought that you knew for the sake of the bit I was acting naive. The reason is because there was a leaked lore bit about Typhlosion where it disguised itself as a human being to have a woman's children.
No, that's awesome.
And people were acting like, oh, that's so crazy, that's so crazy. Do you know anything about fucking Japanese folklore?
Do you know anything about Pokemon?
Do you know anything about Japanese folklore?
Bro,
That's
you ever
actually really
you ever have
common.
you ever have your pussy squirted on by a Squirtle?
Oh yeah.
Squirt baby.
I don't know how to answer that. Just be funnier next time, I think. And last question from friend of the show, Queer Armorer. I closed out of it. Where is this? Oh, there's the channel. Do you think there's a level of bad where movies swing back around to be enjoyable? Would you ever review The Room or Trolls 3 or any of those notorious worst movies ever? There is such a thing as so bad it's good. I don't see us ever doing a review of... I would never pick The Room.
Yeah, I don't think I would.
Don't know.
Really.
I don't know. I don't want to walk over treaded ground.
There will probably be some movies that we pick that are so bad it's good. We probably have reviewed some. I think Uglies was probably up there.
I think The Front Room
Yeah, The Front Room
was
and
such a mess that was enjoyable, which I
Yeah.
guess is so bad it's good to an extent.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know. I won't want to do like the content slop thing of
Cyber
talking.
Seduction is so bad it's good.
Cyber Search is so bad. That was an example of one where I guess there's been like one other video made on it, like Ralph made a video on it 8 years ago. Like if it's, I don't know. I wouldn't want to talk about a movie that's like just because it's considered so bad it's good widely and like often talked about. I want to talk about it because I think that we could bring something interesting to it, or I think it would be an interesting subject. Not just because it's like been done to death already.
Yeah, I'm sure that we'll end up like talking about these movies, not as like a main kind of feature of the episode, but just like a little conversation talking about it kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I don't see us probably reviewing these like as a
Yeah.
full episode. We probably I think trying to find the next one is probably
Yeah.
fine in quotation marks is like probably what we're looking for, but like
Yeah.
not on purpose, kind of. If that
Not
makes sense.
actively, but
Yeah, like one of us will probably watch a movie that we're
yeah,
like,
like,
we need to recommend this.
and I keep my eye out. I'm not actively searching for it, but there's shit like Red One coming out where I'm like, we're doing
Yeah,
content on that.
yeah.
Because I know that that's gonna be funny. I know that I can do good bits off of that, but it's like,
Probably like Craven the Hunter.
yeah, Craven.
We'll probably talk about that because it's like the same level as Madam Web, Morbius, same universe, same everything.
Yeah.
So we'll probably end up talking about stuff like that. Um,
Yeah.
and then I have a question.
What the?
Since we're talking about Spielberg and there is a John Waters, um, why am I instantly forgetting the composer's name? John Williams. Jesus. There's a John Williams documentary coming out. I wanted to ask your top 3 John Williams songs. I can go first if that'll make it easier.
Okay. The Phantom Menace
No, just
fight
song. Oh, Duel of the
fight
Fates.
score,
That
Duel
was
of the Fates.
yeah.
Cause um I played that. I played that in elementary school, and that was the first song I learned on snare drum that I was really proud of. And The
Cantina.
that one,
Cantina.
Cantina. Cause I don't know. It's become a modern jazz standard.
Yeah.
Um, and my favorite Star Wars theme, like
Okay.
obviously.
All right. My top three are your Hoth scene, the music for that accompanies the Hoth
Mm,
scene. I really love that. And then this is kind of like a two-in-one kind of song. Both are used in the same scene, so I don't know. They
it's
feel
two
like
songs.
they're two songs, but I count them as one kind of. Because they both correlate together. It is on the tank and belly of the steel beast. I kind of
Mm,
accompany those as one song, and then my number one is Desert Chase. Um,
okay.
all of those are just like really great songs. They mean a lot to me. Um, I know I mentioned that Desert Chase is like what started my love for movies. I would also attribute it to my love of music because the music from John Williams movies where he scores, I'm butchering the sentence, is just it's so encapsulating,
Mm.
I would say that it also started my love for music.
What are your top three songs?
What?
You know the band.
No, I don't listen to them. Okay.
Cut that out. Cut that bit out. Cut that entire bit out. Loud incorrect buzzer. No, I totally agree. John Williams is such a fantastic composer.
Yeah. I believe that there is a new John Williams documentary coming out soon,
Yeah.
and just from like some of the previews and whatnot, the way that he like finds music is kind of very interesting.
Mm,
It's like everything is music to him.
I would agree.
Yeah, like you kind
Um,
of just hear music.
yeah,
Like it's just you breathe music kind of thing.
I
Um,
jerk off music.
yeah,
You're
and the
like
music.
Lenny from The Simpsons.
It was all of them. Every one of them touched the microphone.
Lenny does it the most. He does it 3 times in that episode. Carl does it twice, and Mo does it twice as well. Lenny is on top.
Yeah,
Yep.
we watched an episode of The Simpsons yesterday, and
Or
where there was a podcast bit, and they all touched the microphones, and I just readjusted mine.
yeah.
So sorry.
No, I just thought it would be a good joke.
That
Uh,
like only you and I would get.
oh yeah, I guess it's a very visual joke, relying on knowledge of The Simpsons
This
season
random
45.
34 episode 12,
Uh,
life as a vlog, or something like that.
thank you, Encyclopedia Brown, my co-host.
I'm sorry that I like know stuff about media. I lost my ring. I'm
What did you
sorry.
lose?
My ring.
Oh, did you check your finger?
It's not on my finger.
Oh no, I guess you did lose it.
I'm sorry that I'm looking for my ring. It's kind of important to my character.
It's okay. Your character design would be fucked up without it.
Anyway, do
You
we have
found
any
it?
more? No.
Oh.
I'll just keep going.
Okay.
I found it.
Woo! Now that our B plot is resolved, next week
Let's
is
all
our
come together and hug.
hug time. Eh.
It did not pick up. Do it again. Do it again. It didn't pick up. Here, let me try. There. All right.
If okay,
I
next
believe you have
week
a movie to suggest.
next week is our spooky Halloween episode. So, I'm getting a bit personal. I have a lot of childhood trauma associated with this film. Um, it was the scariest thing in the entire world to me as a kid. Shaking your head at me.
I know what movie it's gonna be.
Despicable Me 1, because I was scared of Gru as a child. I'm kidding, we're gonna do The Thing.
The Thing.
Horror classic.
Alright. I am gonna watch the 2011 remake as well for this episode.
I'll do the same.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
I like watching movies.
Me too.
Whoa,
We should do a
we
podcast.
should do a podcast.
And we should name it something like Vin Diesel numbers 15. Ho ho ho. Anyway, thanks for coming on this journey with us. I've been your co-host, Blinder.
And I'm your host. We'll play a fart sound effect in post.
And we're composting.
Get out my fucking lane.
I'm driving my little car, and you're driving.
I'm a big rig.